I think I'm more buzzing to film today's video than I have been for any video for so long. In my mind, there's 4 incredible European atmospheres within the UK. We've done Liverpool on the channel and many times in my private life before YouTube. We've done Rangers, we've done Celtic. I've always wanted to watch a European game at St James's Park. And not just any European game, a Champions League game, but tickets were so hard to come by, I had to buy a hospitality ticket, and you won't believe how much it cost. I'm not going to make a habit of buying tickets that are this expensive. I'll tell you a little bit later in the video how much it costs, but because it's Champions League, because it's completely sold out, this was literally the only way for me to experience this. So there's obviously such a buzz around the club the last 2 or 3 years. I just think it would make for such a great atmosphere. I don't usually like to part with this much money, but we should get a really good meal. I think we're going to meet somebody. Hello, mate. How's it going? Yeah, good, mate. How do I get out? Is it this way?
Yeah, just straight down there, follow it all the way down, turn right and follow the main road all the way along. You'll see the stadium in front.
Legend, thanks so much. And is this open 24 hours, the car park?
It's open 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
People in Newcastle are so friendly. I've really enjoyed the last few days. I've been looking around all the non-league clubs of Newcastle. That video's coming very, very soon. We've done a video where we visited a load of ex-football league clubs. That video's already up. We've done the Blue Celtic since this trip in England as well. We've parked pretty close. Look at that. I can't wait to even just see the Champions League branding around the stadium. We've done a lot of Newcastle videos before, but never European games. And this is proper bucket list for me, this. You're over from Lisbon?
We flew from Porto, but I'm from Coimbra.
Okay, nice.
I'm from Porto and living in Figueira.
Oh, Coimbra is, they have the oldest Académica.
Yeah. Exactly.
Coimbra, I know
exactly.
them. Andre Villas-Boas started there.
He started there, yeah. Actually,
I believe so. So how are things going for Benfica? Do you think you come into this game in good form?
Not in good form, but... Well, we used to be worse than we are currently. But since Mourinho took the team, we are more consistent. Not playing that good football, but we'll create difficulties to Newcastle, I guess. When it was the draw, the Champions League draw, when we saw the away games, we always like to go to away matches, and the first one that struck me was, whoa, Newcastle. Yeah,
the atmosphere should be
good.
The
atmosphere
today
must be excellent. So
do you know about, you had a former manager who was from Newcastle. He won 3 league titles for Benfica in the 1970s. An English manager.
Jimmy Hagan?
Jimmy Hagan, yeah.
He's from Newcastle?
He's from just outside of Newcastle.
Oh, really?
This area,
I didn't know that.
So you're in nearly the hometown of a Benfica legend as well.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that.
So Newcastle and Benfica, they are.
I know that that is a Newcastle legend that managed Porto and Sporting, Bobby Robson.
Yes, Bobby Robson, of course. Yeah.
Mourinho started with him.
Yeah, they were together. Yeah, there's a lot of connections, isn't there, between Portugal and this part of the world. Amazing. I really appreciate that. Good luck today, guys. Thank you so much. Ah, nice lads. I always like to speak to the away fans at these games in the UK. We've spoken to like the Midtjylland fans outside of Hibs and the Bodo Glimt fans at Celtic and loads of others of the European games we go to. They're always in such a good mood. They're on their holidays. They're here to watch their team play. What must it be like for them up in the gods on a European night like tonight? It must be amazing for them to come to different stadiums like this. And they know their stuff. Jimmy Hagan, I was going to talk to you about him today, but since we had them there, I thought, why not just give it a little mention to them, see if they know about him. But yeah, he won 3 league titles with Benfica back in the 1970s. He managed Eusebio for those years as well. He'd won league titles as Eusebio's manager, and he was from this part of the world. So yeah, don't you just love that? And there's the Bobby Robson connection to Portugal as well. Mourinho here now, and he obviously started with Bobby Robson. So like the connections really do run deep. I'm so chuffed to be doing this today. It's quiet right now around here, as you can tell. I'm here proper early, but just want to soak it all in. It's been on my radar for so long, particularly when Newcastle got their takeover, that one day we'd come here for a Champions League game. And today's the day. We've got some good scran coming up before, hopefully, I think we should get a padded seat. For how much I paid, if we don't have a padded seat, I want a refund. There's a magpie. Believe it or not, that is the second magpie I've seen today. And what was it they say? 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. Is that a sign of things to come for the Geordie lads? Let's hope so. So here we are at the restaurant where we're having the food today, and a lot of the times hospitality will be obviously at the stadium. This is off-site hospitality today, so hopefully the food is good in here. Gaucho. I don't think you can go wrong with that. I think 3 courses. We're maybe going to meet a legend. I think we should get a programme. I'm hoping we get a padded seat. So hopefully at the end of the night, we tot it all up and it's kind of worth the money. What would you recommend? What's the best? Obviously, we're going to go for the ribeye, I reckon, but
out of those, the 3 cheese empanada. If you do like prawns, the chicharron is really good.
Good to meet you, mate. You're a Newcastle fan?
Yeah.
But you've lived up in Edinburgh?
Yes.
But you don't follow Scottish football?
No.
Which is a shame. But Newcastle Benfica tonight, how should the atmosphere be?
Should be good.
Have you been to a European game here before?
No. First one.
John Beresford is a legend that we've met here today. Obviously, to get a hospitality ticket, you don't have to be a member or anything.
No,
so
you could be anyone.
you would be in a ballot for all these Champions League games.
Yeah. I've been applying for everything. 0.
And you're a big Newcastle fan, you just don't get to go, so today went hospitality.
Today, thought I'd treat myself. I had the same as you, I think.
Same as me. I thought it was pretty good.
I think the prawns were good. Steak was a little bit on the tough side, I would say.
And we are in. I think that's it in terms of the hospitality. Yeah, I've had to buy the coffee, so that's another £3 extra. But let's have a look at this. Here we go. Here we go, so we do get padded seats and an armrest, so we can't complain about that, and it's starting to fill up in here, and it just looks right, seeing the Champions League logo and everything in this stadium. We got a display forming as well. We've seen a lot of tifos in our time, but I don't think we've ever seen one for the Intercity Fairs Cup. Atmosphere in here, it's so loud. The Benfica fans up behind us. How special are these European nights here at St James's?
Brilliant. Better than anything.
Benfica are slowing the game down a lot. As you can imagine from a Jose Mourinho team, this place would go crazy if Newcastle scored. Well, there you go. Oh, he's offside, yeah. They've been the better side, Newcastle, as the scoreline suggests, but it maybe should be more than 1-0 up, but really cool to celebrate a goal where it's like right in front of us in the Champions League at St James's Park, something we never thought we'd say just a few years ago, obviously, when they had Mike Ashley here and stuff. The transformation of this club is quite amazing.
Good half, shake
doing
at
well,
the back
yeah.
and counter the
So I'm guessing all the people around us in the hospitality get to go in like the actual hospitality around there. I did show them my ticket, and despite paying an eye-watering amount, we weren't allowed in, but they've also got to make their way back. Nick Pope with that assist. That was incredible. Nick Pope with a Champions League assist. Come off the bench and scored twice. Oh, look at this. European night, under the lights, Newcastle 3, Benfica 0. Joe Linton. Burn. Yeah. Dan Burn! Oh! On the volley! We've seen Nick Pope get an assist, and we almost saw Dan Burn score a volley. What is going on tonight? That's it! What an experience, and what an atmosphere in here. You're an American Geordie.
Honorary Geordie, I think by now. I haven't been to probably 24 matches over my life.
What did you make of that one?
It's always a good match when you feel like you've lost a little bit of your voice at the end of the match. Impressed with the performance tonight by Newcastle, especially a couple of the lineup changes Eddie made. And there's nothing that beats European nights, I think, in this sport, and particularly here in Newcastle.
Yeah, so it started to become apparent to me a little bit later on as I got speaking to people why the ticket actually cost me so much. So with the price I'm about to tell you, for every time we've done a hospitality video, the experience, the hospitality from the club that you buy it from is usually really top notch. And the hospitality tonight was off-site, the food was off-site, but there wasn't that many Newcastle representatives, if really any at all, actually there. And you didn't get anything in the ground except from being in the padded seat area. And because there's so much demand for regular tickets, this is obviously a way for Newcastle to generate more revenues through hospitality. I suppose like that is the quandary that modern football is in. Like, you need to keep a core set of local people who can still afford to go to the games. And there also needs to be this revenue builder for all these massive mega clubs now, which Newcastle are clearly one of now that they're in the Champions League and winning games like that. Great game, by the way, 3-0. Amazing to experience it. But is it worth the experience for... And this is the cheapest hospitality ticket I could have got. So the cheapest ticket I could have physically bought without being like a member and then being able to get into the ballots and being a season ticket holder. It cost me £486. And there was ones that were even more expensive than that. There were, when I tried to do it for the Barcelona game a few weeks back, you could only buy it in tickets of 2. At least today I could buy a singular ticket. And that is the cheapest way that I could have watched the game today. The only reason you would buy one of these hospitality tickets is so you can guarantee your place at the game. So there you go, 486 quid. I certainly wouldn't make a habit of it. It's a bit of a bucket list thing for me to go, and for a lot of the people around me, it was like people's birthdays that they'd had it bought for them and stuff like that. So I feel like it as a once-off, as a special occasion, go ahead, do it. If you're a neutral at a game like that, go ahead, do it, but still get involved. Like, I absolutely love meeting the people and getting involved and being at games like that. So really enjoyed myself. Bucket list moment that I've ticked off. Was a little bit expensive, but I'm glad I've done it.